Welcome back. Happy 2024. This is actually our first video in 2024. It was supposed to be a simming goals video like I did last year, but I just didn't want to do it, and so I did not. Instead, what we're doing is we've started building the homes in town for my Oregon Trail Challenge. Basically, 8 of the families will be homesteading and will be partaking in a homesteading type challenge, but the rest are going to live in a town. It's not a big town, there's only a few things currently up and running, but as the neighborhood progresses, there'll be more and more. But it didn't make sense for everybody, especially this family, which is the Wolff family, in addition to the McIrish duo. It just didn't make sense for Morgana Wolff to be homesteading, especially now that Thornton is no more and she is raising twin boys. To me, it seemed more plausible that he did have family back in the East, because their storyline was he was embezzling, he was asked to leave. As long as he left, no charges would be filed, kind of thing. And so they went on the trail, and she doesn't really know about that part. And now that he's gone, the family isn't going to be embarrassed, so I like the idea that they sent her money. They also purchased the local sawmill that will be run by the current owners until the boys are 18, and then that will be their business, kind of thing. Morgana will live off the profits as well as be given like a family stipend, maybe. She's meant to not be super duper wealthy, but she's going to be one of the wealthier Sims in town. And obviously she is a widow, so a lot of people probably would consider her a prime marital prospect, but I don't know if she's going to want to get married again. She married Thornton, and it was not what she expected, so we'll see. We'll see what she does. She originally came with several servants on the trail. That was the family that we played with. But everyone else kind of is doing their own thing. Timeline-wise, this is after winter, so we're going to be, when we start playing this neighborhood, it'll be spring. And yeah. This house is probably not one she built either. It was something that she was already there and she purchased. I did struggle a lot with build CC because I just don't have a lot of things installed in this save file. I'm trying to keep it very minimal. But I'm not gonna lie, I did break down and just install all of my medieval build mode CC, so going forward we'll have more options. Because the house that I based this off was called the Clark House, I think? It was like a little ornament, but it was supposed to be like yellow clapboard, and I couldn't do that because I didn't have that. I'm probably gonna change it. I did it like a weird stone, which I was fine with, but it wasn't right. So I'll probably be changing the colors of this. Although her favorite color is actually red, so maybe I should make it red. But the counterpoint to that is, like I said, she didn't build this house from scratch. This is something that was purchased for her that already existed in town. Maybe somebody came and went, kind of thing. I really like it. It took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do, because I didn't want it to be too big. I really want to make these builds based on actual properties from roughly the right time period. Probably spanning the 1800s, but just somewhat plausible is what I wanted. And yeah, I thought this was cute. I liked the little round bit. I liked the porch. Porches seemed like a big thing when I was looking for like mansion type of houses. Like, again, I didn't want like a giant mansion. Also, the roofing looks terrible from this angle. Please ignore. So I didn't want a giant mansion, but I wanted like a large home, because she has twin sons and she has 2 servants currently. We'll see how long that lasts. I think River definitely is gonna want to do her own thing. She's not cut out for the servant lifestyle, so to speak. Whereas Fiona she's always been in service. She's really comfortable with that. I don't think she has a problem with being a housekeeper, kind of thing, so. And realistically, Morgana should probably have more servants, but it's the West, okay? Leave it alone. Yeah, here's where I promptly discovered I did not have enough wallpaper. I also didn't have the right roof either, but I got as close as I could, because it was meant to be red, but obviously that one's kind of wonky. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to play this. I've plotted out everything. There's a few things I might change, like I don't like the default roads that I use. I like them for the trail part because it looks realistic, but there's not tile, like floor tiles. That's actually a rug, so you can see like it's weird. So I can't have floor paint going out to the road, and it just, I think I'm gonna change it. It's not right for the town itself. I'll probably go ahead and use the one that I used in my medieval game, which is, well, I don't know. See, that one's like stone. I know that there's one that's like a wagon rut road, but it's like 4 lanes. I might use that one. Also, I do put Morgana in black. Morning is a little bit trickier, I'm gonna say, for Sims that have gone on the Oregon Trail kind of thing, because, listen, there weren't a lot of people, and survival was the main thing, so she is gonna wear black because she is a wealthy woman. She can afford to go through a mourning period. But not all of the Sims that lost people on the trail are gonna be able to do that. It just wasn't common. Think Scarlett O'Hara, where she was like, yeah, I don't want to mourn. Except, obviously, I'm not saying she's as soulless as Scarlett, but it wasn't highly frowned upon when the mourning period got cut. But the Victorians were weird about, I mean, they were weird about everything, but they were weird about mourning. They're also weird about Christmas, which I've been delightedly telling everybody about still, because every year I learn new things about the Victorians and Christmas that just fill me with joy. One year I would like to do like a Victorian Christmas style situation for my house. I think it would be so funny. Because they would literally they would make a meat tree and just let the dogs loose. Or they would build a ship and fill it with presents inside of their house. They just took everything that they did and times it by 11, and I really appreciate the commitment to the bit is great, but nowadays people would just be concerned. Also, you're gonna see with the layout, it is very cramped, lots of littler rooms. Again, I'm trying to stick to what really would have been there. I thought about putting a bathroom inside, but then I opted against it. Mostly because, in my head, this mansion was built a long time ago kind of thing. This is an older property that she had purchased for her. They've spruced it up, but it's not, it's not updated. It's not modern. There's not plumbing. Some of the buildings in town will have plumbing, even some that are not as nice as this because they are newer. So there's an outhouse. Eventually I can see them putting in plumbing, but for now, nah. I did at least give her red everywhere because, she deserves something. I was also so mad that the fence was not working as a floor tile, so irritated. And then I just walled that off because I was like, forget it. I'm not even dealing with the roof. The roof and I are broken up. I figure Fiona's room is going to be the larger room upstairs with floorboards, and then River's room will be the other one. They probably work in tandem. One of them primarily takes care of the twins, whereas the other one will take care of the rest of the property. Probably Fiona is the one who takes care of the rest of the property, whereas River will take care of the boys. Not because taking care of the boys is easier, just because she just doesn't have that experience yet. Also, Morgana is probably a hands-on mom. She seems like she would be. Here's me struggling with CC once more, going, I don't have an archway. Cool. I put one down, but I'm gonna change it because I hate the way that I had to do it. Not happy. Not happy. Yeah, I had to remove that. And I really wanted a foyer, and I was just like, I can't get it to work. So I will be re-adding that at some point. Other than that, I like how it turned out for not having a plan going in. I think It looks pretty cute. And I think it's going to be very functional for this family as well. I honestly don't know if any of them are going to get married. Like, I was thinking about it, I'm like, I don't really see Morgana getting married again, because now her sons are not heirs. Like, Thornton in my head is like a second, third, or even fourth son, but he comes from family money, so they're still supporting his family in a way, and it's a lot easier to support the family now that he's gone, but there's no like titles or, you know, shares in a business, things like that they're gonna get. So she has to be extra careful to make sure that what little they do get, they do in fact get. And if she gets married, they might lose that. So I can see her being reluctant. Fiona is a lot older. She's probably mid to late 40s. She's done. She does not want to be married. And River is kind of a free spirit, artsy type. I don't know if she would want to get married because she's enjoying her little life. Yeah. And this area that they're in is further outside of town. I didn't want them directly in town. Eventually this is going to be like my equivalent to Millionaire's Row, but, you know, old western town. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you had a wonderful new year. I'm so glad to be continuing recording, and we're going to do a lot of fun stuff this year. So if you like this video, please give it a like, and I'll see you in the next one.